My first experience was magic. It was incredible. As a first-time mom, you have so many questions about what's going to happen with birth and am I doing this right? And being in a place where I could take my time was so important. My first labor ended up being an incredibly long labor, and I was so grateful to be in an environment where the entire team was so supportive of allowing my body to do what it needed, and I felt safe at the same time. Knowing that I was given the space to do what I needed to do to birth my baby, but also feeling completely safe and monitored appropriately throughout that. So it was an incredible experience. I went home feeling elated and happy and like I was really on a good footing to start my mothering journey with my baby. So I was really grateful for that first experience. Will you come for 30 minutes for your appointment? And sometimes I would get so caught up talking with the midwives, it would take like an hour long. And I remember at my final 6-week postpartum appointment, I remember being so sad because it was like, oh, I don't get to see my friends anymore and come hang out and talk. And there were days even when I had, my babies and I was having a rough day and I would just come and hang out in the office just to be in that sense of community. And so I'm just so grateful that within the care that I now have friendships and bonding. And I feel like that's what we've lost so much as a culture in birth. And now we have that here and it's great. I had known that a hospital birth wasn't right for me, but I didn't know what kind of care I necessarily wanted. And I feel like it's not talked about often enough, the choices that are available to you. There's this feeling that you have to have your baby at a hospital, otherwise it's this weird, taboo, uncaring way, and it's just not the case. So I was fortunate enough that my husband in his previous relationship, they'd had a great time here at Birthways, and he was actually the one that recommended it to me. And I'm so glad that, we had that experience of word of mouth and handing it down, and hopefully more women and families can share their stories, word of mouth, about their positive birth experiences so that these smaller birth centers or places that provide home birth and alternatives to hospital care can get the word out and they can have care.